Round 2. This is my second time trying to make this video because one of the rats pushed his stop button right in the middle of talking. So let's try this again. The mice update video on the training is coming out very soon. And right now we're training 5-week-old albino rats. When your rats are first born is when I recommend starting training, meaning just pick them up. Same coat, same shirt, same everything. Just pick them up, kill them, so associate you with something good. And same thing with rats. The rats, on the other hand, you want to pick a little bit more heavy-duty fabric. Rat claws are a lot harder, a lot stronger. Rats that bite or nibble, which is something that all rats do, is another thing to take into account, which is a behavior that you can curb. But you still need a heavy-duty fabric, because it might, take you a little bit to notice that. So now we've got the basics out of the way, we introduce you to the rats. This big guy is the male, his name is Cuddles. And this little girl down here is Snow, because I'm very unoriginal with names. Now when picking up your rats, you can do it several different ways, just like you can with mice. You can pick them up by their tail. I suggest about halfway down or full base when you pick them up. You can pick them up by their belly, 2 fingers underneath their belly, like that. I don't recommend any other way. If you grab their little limbs or their head or anything else, you could cause damage to their vertebrae, it can cause damage to their nerves, and it can just cause a whole bunch of damage. So now we'll go over proper handling. If you are worried about getting scratched or bit, I do recommend gloves. But since these are babies, or when they're first born babies, really not too much to worry about. Mom, on the other hand, might give you a serious bite, but not really too much to worry about. When choosing out gloves, I do suggest heavy-duty gardening gloves is a very good option. Welding gloves, another very good option. Anything heavy-duty or leather. Leather seems to be an all-around good choice. When you're curbing behaviors, there's several disciplining measures that you can go by. If they're going somewhere that you don't want them to go where, a simple press to their head, just kind of like that. Just kind of point them in the right direction. If you need to pick them up in emergencies, that's where the tail grab comes in. It's very good if they're in tight spots or you really can't get underneath them. If they're biting or nipping or something, a simple tap to their front of their face near their nose is another good way. Or a pretty firm tap to their backside near their hinds right there is another very good way. So now that we know that petting and cuddling is something that we do so they establish our scent, let's get on with the actual training portion. So when you first wake up in the morning to get used to your scent, when they're babies, a couple minutes, when they get near this old, which is 5 weeks, you want to pet and cuddle them, for a couple minutes. First time in the morning, when they first see you, or right before you go to bed too, is also a very good time. So about once or twice a day is very good to do. So they, get used to you and everything else. What we're doing right now is putting them in a small area. Rats are very explorative and very curious little animals. So you want to pick a very small area. I'm just using my legs right now because it's a nice small area and I can reach all sides. So I can control them very good. Now, we're not going to be doing any sound-based right now. We're just going to be seeing that they come to us. Later on in this video, we are going to do a little bit of sound-based training. Right now, we're seeing if anyone just wants to come to us without any training, without any coaxing, without anything else. As you can see, it touched us for a second, so we give it a little pet. Touch us a little bit more, we pet and we cuddle. This one on the other hand is trying to escape. So lots of pets, lots of cuddles, just a little bit. Now, right now it's just doing 2 fingers. I just do a lot quicker because I'm used to doing it. They're very sturdy animals, so you can pick them up kind of quickly. If you hear any squeaking or anything, that's just because you're scared, not hurting them at all. More or less, they just make that noise when they're babies, and sometimes they do that in adulthood. My adults don't make that noise, especially when I'm doing training with them, or just bring them out to interact. When you're bringing your rats out, just to have like their little rat playtime, bathtub is very good. It's a nice big open area. Most rats that don't hop can't get out. Rats that do hop, which is more common, they will be able to jump near even high ways in the bathtub, so do keep that in mind. Good play toys for rats are balls, like you would with a hamster or anything like that, just because they're on the same rodent family and everything else. And also be careful when you have sleeves or when you have loose-fitting pants, because they love to go in those. Look. She came up here by herself, so you're going to pet her. The other rat's trying to get out. Right now, all cuddled up. All nice and happy. We really don't want to disturb her because this is a nice little hiding area and she associates us with something that she can hide with. And the male came up, as you can see, on his own accord, and he just wants to cuddle in there too and hide. Which is something that we do want to encourage. We want to tell the rats, hey, we're a safe spot. You get scared, you can come to this scent, this feel. It's never going to change. We're always going to be there. And this will also help, like, if your rat's running around the house, it feels scared, it's going to come toward you and not just hide in the corner or something like that. And when we start doing the sound-based training, this is going to help a lot. So they already know that we are something good. We just need to associate ourselves with the noise, which isn't really too hard to do. But yeah, right now, since they're still babies, they're still figuring out, we didn't start training when they're first born. Just want to tell them, hey, we're a safe spot. Nothing to worry about. We're not going to, pull you out. We're not going to do much. But if you do need to move them, just 2 fingers. And eventually, most of them just like to be hopped up. Just around your hand, so get used to that. So yeah, well, we're going to cover a little bit of sound-based training in the video too. So how you do that is you pick up your rat, 2 fingers. You can do a full grip too, it's a little bit harder to do. You can also do tail. Like I said, about halfway down or at the base, you never want to do near the tip. You never want to use your nails. That could damage the tail and cause them a lot of pain, which is something that we don't really want to do. So what you want to be doing is pick up your rat, put him in a nice little spot, put your hands out or something else that has your scent, and make a noise. We see that noise is the best one to do, because we can see that it's movement, so they hear the noise. But go, he came. Now, eventually in our training, obviously we don't want to make that noise a whole bunch of times, but when you're first starting out, it's good to repeat the noise log, so it gives them something to remember. And you want to make sure that we're not forcing the rat too much to come to us, like pushing their butt or guiding their head too much toward us. We just want them to come to us freely. So let's pull them both out. Again, I do apologize for this video being long, but training animals is not always a short thing. Sure that they can reach it, and they know where it is. If you see your rats a little bit unmotivated like this, just give them a little pat. Not too much. A little pat. You can pick them up a little bit. Just so they start moving around a little bit. If they're just sitting here grooming, try not to interrupt that too much. This means that they feel safe and they are, calm enough to where they don't feel like they're in trouble or anything. This is like a nice, calm behavior. So, I'm very sorry again, because I can't edit this video at all. This is just one continuous shot. Just prevent them from moving from a little area. I'm not guiding them toward me. There we go. First one. It's the female. Let's see if we can get that little male. Move them around. Female again. You can just put them in the cage right after they hop up with you, which is what I'm going to do. Here, put you in the cage. A little cage right beside me. Let's just wait for the male. Now if they're just sitting still and being confused, just quit making noise for a little bit. Let them see what's going on. They completely freeze, just give them a little pat. Not too much. They kind of know where you are. Move your scent a little bit closer so they can smell it. Make sure that they have to come to you. And there you go. And that's how to start training with the rats. I'm going to put both rats in separate cages. They both live separately. Rats can live alone or live in very big groups as long as they're properly socialized and properly introduced. Other YouTubers, and you can look up other videos how to properly introduce rats. Just because I know for a fact that I don't want to introduce these to my larger group because I don't want them breeding. So, till next time, shoot 'em high and watch 'em fly.